seems a better bet. Uday.
Let me quickly now turn across to more news coming in. Fresh footage has emerged which shows an explosion on the right engine of the Jeju Air plane moments before it attempted the belly landing. Group Captain D.K. Pandey, former Director Indian Air Force, is joining us now live. Group Captain Pandey, what would this explosion possibly be?
Any air operation, whether it is commercial or military, two factors are very, very vital. One is a peace of mind as well as a healthy aircraft. If these two things are not there, air operations will be highly affected. Now, considering this today's crash, although today is a bad, I'm getting three inputs one by one. You already mentioned two. One is about South Korean Mon International Airport crash where about 179 people have died, as well as the Canadian Express Halifax Stanford International Airport incident where flight 2259, well, 73 passengers, nothing happened to anybody. That is a fortunate part. But this incident took place. Again, aircraft went off from the runway. The third one is the KLM Royal Dutch Airlines at Oslo. Hydraulic failure was observed. So what I'm saying is basically, if you don't have healthy aircraft, then definitely these things will be repeated number of times. Now coming specific to the especially C2216, what happened? Rightly, you have pointed out what was the plan, and when it came close to the runway, then it was reported that it is not first time that those crew was coming. The flight crew, about 6 of them, they were not coming first time to that airport. As far as runway length and other questions have been raised, I'm really surprised. Means whenever such incident take place, then only we talk about the runway length. While Boeing class of aircraft can land up to 2,500 also. So 2800 means a comfortable length. Definitely, if you have got more extra 3,000, 3,500, it is a bonus, because then in case of such contingencies, you can take liberty to play with. Now coming to the three facts. One is this was the second attempt which was made where we saw the aircraft veering out right to the runway and striking to the wall. And second factor is that height at which the bird hit took place. It was not bird, it was flock of birds which have been reported. Height was only 200 meters. In aviation, height is very important. Your potential is very important. When you're having kinetic energy, when all of a sudden it is striking to the wall, then kinetic energy is converted into what we have seen, the flames. So these things will take place if we are not having the healthy mind. And what human error we are talking about, probability of such human error is very, very low, because these professionalism is high. If you're not flying properly, if you're having a black spot in your flight record, then definitely you'll be turned out of the role. So it is going, financially you're going to be penalized. So there are various factors. We'll not go on that. We'll come under the incident. So bird hit taking place at 200 meters, recovery probability is very, very poor. Whatever my little bit experience is there about civil aviation, I'm certain that three factors which I mentioned. The third factor is that when it was detailed at the first attempt, that pilot has mentioned that he is not comfortable, and ATC has informed the pilot that this area is prone of birds. Why? Because it is close to the river water bodies, and a lot of greenery is there where birds are attracted with the small insect and other things. So he was warned, and immediately after this call, that Mayday call came. Mayday means now it is almost finished. It is only the God and you. There is no in between. So what I'm basically trying to say that the things have to go in a proper professional way, because it is a life which is at stake. Your life is also involved in that. So saying all these things, the basic factor is again three observations from my side. When aircraft is landing, you see speed is very, very high. When you are having high landing gear issues didn't come all of a sudden. There was no failure. They attempted to apply the landing gear, but it didn't function. Because what report has been sent, and you also mentioned about the report, that flock of bird have entered in the system. When they have entered in the system, a lot of system pneumatic as well as hydraulic failure both will take place. Although flight data recorder as well as the void recorder has been found, and definitely in a few days we'll be able to find out the facts. But definitely whatever loss we have seen, that is really very bad. Although it may be lesson for future flights, definitely that is a basic ICAO and ITA, both they are determined, these are two bodies which are looking after that there should not be any aviation incident or accident should take place, because safety of aircraft, safety of aviation environment, and safety of passengers is very, very important. Now, coming to the factor which is people are talking very with low volume, what that wall was doing in the airport. The point is, what they're saying is wall was there because hard concrete wall was there with navigational aid. But navigational aid are not supposed to be on concrete wall. It has to be on the particular pillars. So why pillars? Why not wall? Basically, what you've seen is that basically the kinetic energy got converted into the potential energy, and then all of a sudden this took place, and then finally damage of this nature has taken place. Now, should there have been those pillars? Then I'm not saying damage would have been there, but degree of damage would have been less. Few lives could have been saved. Those are things like 2 days back we have seen Azerbaijan, what happened. About 30 plus people were saved. So again, depends where you are, how you are handling, and definitely certain degree of panic definitely pop in. And passengers, they are curious when such messages are coming. The bird is hit the right wing, and aircraft is turning towards right. All those, it means there is something going on in the inside the passenger cabin. So what I'm trying to say is there was certain degree of panic, no doubt about this, but what we have seen, this is that basically your might is tested in such eventualities only. When a standard aircraft is flying, then you're not doing anything. It is the only machine which is doing. When odd conditions come, we learn in aviation, the contingencies have to be met in a professional way. That is your maturity. That is your level of competence. So if you are compromising on those aspects, definitely. Now, last point. Last point is, we
Okay,
talks.
I'll come back.